Good day, everybody. This is Lone Eagle 112358. Today's video is going to be on Asia, or mostly China and Japan, but Asia itself and what I've noticed. Now, a couple years ago, two major things happened in Asia that had me searching China and Japan a lot. That First off, I love the Great Wall of China, and I would spend a lot of time trying to find it without looking it up. Never did once. Always had to look it up online and get the exact coordinates. And the two events that happened that had me searching these two places, Japan and China, a lot on Google Earth was Fukushima and I can't pronounce the city properly here, Tianjin. You guys remember when the big explosion happened downtown or the outskirts of, I can't find the spot, and they fixed it all up, but by now this happened 2-3 years ago, that huge explosion that just rocked this city. There's a lot of conspiracy theories into that, but this was the the city, the metropolis that it happened in. So I would have to come to China and I would look all over China and just be astounded by the size of China. Back in my reality, I just couldn't believe how huge it was. Like, it just never really paid attention to it in the past because I was always fascinated with North America, So, but a couple years ago, when these two events happened, I'd go to China a lot, and I just took heed of how huge China was. Now with Mandela, China has suffered great landmass loss. And I'm just going to try and try to point it out quickly here. I'm going to make another video. This is a side note on the whole globe, and I'm going to Photoshop it and try and redraw the Earth the way I remember. It's going to take some time because Europe and Russia got severely messed up. I'll just give you a quick example. I used to line up the Earth like this, where India was always pointing straight south. The Russia, I know, well, sorry for that, it used to come out like this. And then it came down, like this is just an estimate, and then here would be China, and then, anyway, it didn't point up like that. And I've got some theories as to why this is happening. So for me to piece back China and Russia the way it was before, it's really difficult because a lot of the landmass in this area shifted. Some of it moved north, some of it got squished together, some of it just disappeared. And the reasons why I say this is because Russia is now being pulled northeast. It got pulled up, this whole area, like China, it's just all off, this whole, I'd say this, and I'm losing track here, I'll say this quickly, Europe is a lot smaller, it's so small now, like, so something's happened to the whole continent. You can't just fix one part and then make it and be like, yeah, there, that's what it used to look like, because every part got messed up. You'd have to rearrange everything. So that's why we do this bit by bit, but let's pretend this is the old Earth. I'm going to start with Mongolia. You can see how big it is here. It's not the size it was before. It was probably, and this is no joke, it was probably like that. It was very small. Not what we're seeing here. Not out to here. So this is the number one reason I think for China's landmass loss was because of how big Mongolia got. Now the second part I noticed is that China used to have a big butt. Like, you see this round part here? Well, it was more predominant, so it'd probably come out to here more. And then all this inland stuff, I'm not 100% sure, but I'll just stop there. So you can see how much bigger China got by getting all this back and this coming out. This is what I remember. I could give or take here. I don't really remember because I don't know all these countries, those countries. It's just this part of China stuck out because Tianjin is near this coast. I never had any reason to go over here. Maybe down here for Mount Everest in the Himalayas, but I just remember Mongolia being really small. I don't even think it was a country then. I think it was just like some side state of China that got conquered a long time ago. But it's this part here that I wanted to focus on. This light blue area, it just seems to me like the land got pulled back and then they just filled it in with blue. Who are they? I don't know. I'm just saying they. What happened? I don't know. The land could even come out a bit more. And that's where the big butt would come from. So now you can see China just larger, like much larger now, just by those two fixes. And I will say for where I remember Japan, and these islands are a lot smaller. They were probably like this. Like the biggest one was probably like that, but not this big. And they did scoop down like that. I remember that to Australia, but Australia wasn't there. Australia, this point right here, was probably right there. That scoop, you see where it's coming down, and then it goes down. Whoops. And then Australia would be there, and then New Zealand would be right around here. And then these islands would just connect with New Zealand and wrap all the way up here. These islands were not that big. This is redunculous. Like, it's redunculous. So I got all these red lines everywhere. In Japan, the final part of the puzzle here, I remember it being right around here. That's it. In the top part. So something like that. I know I'm terrible, but this is what I remember. All of this was land. All this here, and this, it never existed. This lobe, this piece of land sticking out. It's like this should be folded back in. Like look, it even looks like it fits there. See how it goes up and down? So this folds back in, and then it's filled in with land. There was never this inlet. They call it a little sea or something, but and same with this. It was never. It was all land, and this was Japan. What am I jabbering here for? Okay. I know I got all these lines. Looks funny, but Australia was definitely over here. It was, yeah. This looks a lot better now, minus the red dots. So this is how I remember Asia. And then a quick note on North and South Korea. They have totally moved. North and South Korea used to be down here too. Now they're way up north, and they are now bordering Russia, which is insane. Insane. This is Russia. This is North Korea. I mean, you would have heard about it in the news when, I forget his name, Young Kim or whatever, he was threatening the whole world with nuclear arms. Like, Russia is its neighbor. Like, we would have heard more about that. But nope. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I know this is totally confusing to look at. Remember, this was smaller. Japan was south. Could be moved south. The butt end of China could be a lot larger. And then these islands are smaller. The same kind of flow. You see how they flow to the right then down. Same kind of flow, but smaller. And I'm not sure about all this area, like right here. I'd never had any interest in examining those areas, but I am sure they have changed. We just need the right person online to confirm. Let's see, can I do a quick part on Russia? No, I'll save Russia for another vid. Well, I don't know too much about Russia, but I'll put a bunch of countries together and make them one vid, like I did here with Asia. Please let me know what you guys think. I think China's huge. Japan, I think the placement of Japan looks a lot better there with people who are from my reality and see this. Let me know what you think about that. Same with China, the butt end. Let me know what you guys think about the butt end and these little islands and the new placement of Australia. This looks a lot better. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well post US elections. My God. I mean, it was closing your eyes and throwing a dart at a board with two options that were just both terrible. You know, they were both terrible. And I just, there's so much to say about that. I just hope everybody's doing well. All you can really do is take care of yourself and your neighbor, your family, and make sure you're making the right decisions in life. You know, making sure you're owning up to things and taking responsibility for yourself and the ones around you, and just do as well as you can there. You know, if you see people needing help, help them, love them. You know. But anyway, that's it for today, or for this video anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think of these ideas here that I have. Like, this is how I remember seeing it. I'm going to do a much better version on another map with Photoshop, so more to come on that. But thank you. Take it easy. I love you guys. Love each other. And have a great day. Peace.